You say hi?
Hi.
Hey everyone, welcome to VEDA Day 21. Today we're going to talk about 21. We're going to talk about potty training. I have Judah here. Can you say hi?
Hi.
And he was most recently potty trained, of course. He was potty trained at 23 months, and we were in cloth for a couple months before that. So maybe that's why it was early, I don't know. And we trained Joel at 24 months. We actually tried to train him at 18 months, and it did not go well. But then we tried again at 24, and he got it right away. So both of them, I guess, trained kind of early compared to a lot of people. And we do the Fellom's potty training in 3 days or less. We do the pantless method. So I read about it on Baby Center. I didn't get a book on it or anything. I just read the article. What we do is no pants, like no undies, nothing. Hey Judah, please don't do that. For 3 days, we pick a weekend or a time when both of us are home. We're able to dedicate a lot of time to this. And preferably it's really nice to be able to do it outside because, you know, pee all over your house isn't as good as pee like on the deck and stuff. So outside is nice, although it didn't really work out that way for either one of them. We weren't outside, we were inside. But it really wasn't that bad. At the first day, there are lots of accidents, but after that, it really gets better really fast. So what they say to do is give them a lot of fluids and like salty things, but we didn't really do that. We just had them eat like normal, maybe drink a little bit more than normal. So I'd put like some G2 in their water so that it would be a little tastier for them to drink, so they'd drink a little bit more. And talk to them about potty, have them sit on the potty about every hour, and then eventually it coincides with when they actually have to go potty. And I remember the first time Joel actually deposited a drop in the little baby potty. I like to get the baby Bjorn, the tiny little potty. I think it's just so comfortable for them. It's so small. It's great when you're potty training these little tiny 2-year-olds that just turned 2. It's perfect. And so I remember when he deposited a drop in there, and we made the biggest fuss over it. We did our song and dance, and like we were all dancing and singing. We pick out one specific song to do it to, and then we give a one M&M treat, which at that point they have like they don't have many treats at that age. So I mean, he was just over the moon excited. After we did that whole thing and he got his M&M, he ran back to the potty to try to squeeze out another drop, and he did. And so we did the whole thing again. But, you know, that's when it really, like, clicked for him. Judah just, like, I don't know. You know the second ones, they're so much easier. He just, like, was sitting on the potty and just went one day. It was just amazing. And so then we made a big fuss, and then it was just much easier with him. It wasn't a big deal. I mean, to get him to do that first pee wasn't, like, just so hard. It wasn't very hard with Judah. So, yeah, the first day there are a lot of accidents. By day 2, they should have a bit of hits. They should have maybe 50% hits versus, you know, they should have a 50% hit rate if they're doing well, but they should definitely have some hits. And what you'll notice actually is by day 2, the amount of accidents, so the total amount will be like way less, like cut in half. So the first day there will be like something crazy, like 24 accidents. Like they'll just pee like little amounts all the time. And the second day, they just really figure it out. They figure out holding it. So it'll be like 5 hits and 6 accidents. Like totally decrease in half. I mean, they really figure out how to hold it. And even more so by the third day. I mean, they'll have like, you know, 4 hits and 1 accident. Like they'll really figure it out really fast. Now I've read that boys tend to hold it longer and can hold it longer, physically can hold it longer than girls. So like my boys now, I mean, they can hold it for about 3.5 or 4 hours. Like they go in the morning and then we don't even worry about it until right before nap, like at noon or 1. So they hold it for a long time, but I've heard girls don't do that. Girls have to go in the morning, like even when they're trained, they still go like every hour and a half or something. So I don't know, maybe I'm lucky with boys in that way. So And what else? Well, once you've completed the 3 days and they have like a 80-90% hit rate by day 3, then you can start going out of the house. I keep them without any pants on at home. After they go potty, make sure you try to get them to go potty before you go out, and then go out. And when you go out, just don't put any undies on them. Just put pants on them or shorts on them. I know girls' clothes fit a little bit tighter, but the theory is that if you put undies on them, they have the feeling of a diaper and they might just go. We found that doing the pantless, doing the no undies is so convenient, especially for Judah, who's so small. Pulling down his pants and pulling them back up, getting himself on the potty is just so much easier without undies. So we've been doing no undies for, I don't know, 6 or 8 months. We've been doing it a long time. It's about time for him to get in some undies, I guess. But it's just so easy without the undies. So we really like it. He's 2.5 now. He's been potty trained for, I don't know, 8 months or so, I guess. And so, yeah, they say to keep him without undies for like 4 months. And so you guys might think that's gross. Some people think it's gross. I don't really. We just don't have a problem with it. Some people, if I drop them off like a different church childcare, they'll freak out and like put a diaper on him. But I mean, they don't go. Like that, it really works. So I don't know. Sometimes I warn people, oh, he doesn't have any undies on, and that's fine. That's what we like. There's pluses and minuses to doing it this way. The pluses, obviously, you get them trained, and 2, you get them trained fast. You don't have to deal with the whole pull-ups thing. Like, I don't even understand the pull-ups. Like, I don't even know how you do it. Like, it takes months, I guess. I don't know. So you get them trained fast, and that's great. The negatives, doing it that early, when they can't really pull down their pants on their own and pull them back up, like I talked about with Judah. Judah can't even get himself on the potty. Like, he has to, like, push up into, like, front support, swing a leg over, like, into a deep squat, and then swing another leg, like, until he's straddling the potty. It is really funny. And he has to take his pants all the way off and then put his pants all the way back on. So he needs help to do those things. And so, yeah, you're in the potty with them all the time. So if you have another baby or other children, it's kind of hard because you really do have to be with them every time they go potty. He's still, if somebody's not with him, he will not get his pants down all the way, and he'll pee on the back of his pants for sure. And I don't even know how he'd get up on the potty. He'd probably just start crying. I don't know. And another minus, my boys, we don't worry about nap time training or nighttime training until about a year later. We just put a diaper on them. We think it's better for them to just sleep and not have to worry about that while they're sleeping. Do you want to see yourself? So we don't worry about that until about a year later. Well, my boys figured this out, and they hold their poop until they get a diaper put on them for nap. Well, they don't go at the beginning of the nap or the beginning of nighttime, which is great. They go in the morning, and they go after their nap, after they wake up for their nap. Sometimes we can catch them before they go, and then they'll definitely go in the potty. But we work about...
Fire. Right.
You don't like what? But it takes us about 6 months after we potty trained to really get, maybe a year, to get the poop potty training down. Judah's at a point right now where, like, he'll go about 2 or 3 weeks in a row without pooping in his diaper and just pooping in the potty, and then he'll regress, and for 2 weeks he'll just only poop in his diaper. So I don't know. Some people, like, their kids just poop in the potty really easily. So I don't know. This is what my kids do. So take that for what it's worth. But it is, obviously, it's not as beneficial to potty train when they're still pooping in their diaper. But at least you have the pee taken care of. You do, you do have 2 less diapers that you're using, 2 or 3 less diapers because you're not using them during the day, but we also are still using them at night. And what else? Oh yeah, and then the other main benefit is that since we do it early and we do it fast, I think it's beneficial to do it early, to get it done before they're 2.5, because I heard that if you wait until age 2.5, that it's like a major, strong battle of wills. Hey, can you sit still? Talking about battle of wills. Sit still. Can you sit still for a minute? Judah, just sit. Watch yourself. Can you raise your hand up? Raise your hand up and see yourself. So it's a battle of wills, and it's crazy if you do it after 2.5. So by 2.5 to 3, bad idea. Like, they realize that you want them to do something, and they're like, no, I don't want to do it. But if you do it before that, they're like, oh, this is cool, and they still want to please the parents. And so we've found it very beneficial to do it that early because they think it's really cool, we think it's really cool, and it's a very cute time, and everything's great. And it's easy to get done and out of the way and checked off the list. But yeah, like I said, the pooping and the nap time comes a little bit later for us. So potty training is in stages for us. Some people like to do it all at once, but that's how we do it. And as you can see, this is my crazy kid who does not hold still. Can you say bye-bye? Was that bye-bye? I didn't even understand that. Say bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Good. See you guys tomorrow.